Everybody, this is part 2 of Cassie's little jaunt on a new bike. We're going to head out. Beautiful weather. I've got a big bag on the back behind me here. It's got a couple of chairs, a little fake, what do they call them, jet boil, just a Kmart job. Works great. And going to go out and cook some lunch, have a coffee somewhere, just find somewhere. We've got the little fake Helinox chairs and whatever, and a little table thing that Cass got from I don't know, where did you get it from, Cass? Jeeves? Sheen. Oh, okay. Shein or something, is it? Yeah, okay. And everything seems real cheap, but it seems to work all right. Car bumper there, let's just dump it. I must have took it out of one of these ruts. I'll go through here, get a bit of footage, not look where I'm going, look at Cass. Yeah, so we'll head on out and head out to an area called Majorca and out beyond, and head out into the forest somewhere, find a nice spot on a bit of a view, bit of a hill or something, and have a bit of a cook up. But I'll bring you back every now and again along the way, and then we'll probably see how we go cooking. The power line now, and just on this little track here, it was a little bit gnarly along the power line for Cass, so still got to build that confidence up every time. But now we're back out onto these tracks, she's getting along a bit better. There's a lot of water race, erosion, grooves, little ruts and things along there, which makes it a little bit more tricky for the inexperienced. There's no wheelies from Dwayne today because I've got this big bag sitting there hitting me in the back, and it doesn't give me the movement I need to maintain a good balance. So, sorry guys, no wheelies today. And it's a pretty big bag. I'll probably show you later, because I've got everything in one big top bag rather than muck around filling Krieger bags and mounting them all on the bike and all on the side, because I've got these little Ballard bags from MX store in Australia. They're great for, one's got a couple of tubes in it and the other one's got all my tools in it. And then a couple of gotcha straps, which I got from Biker Bits Australia, which is Mark, that just wrap around them, and they just stay on the bike. But this big bag, can just throw it on the back, and I don't let Cassie carry anything by that little backpack she's got on, because while you're learning you don't want to be dealing with bags. We've got some Enduristan panniers, but until she gets used to this bike they can wait for a bit. Anyway, we'll just get off this road, we'll be back shortly. Riding along there's a little bit of sand on this track here. There's an old plantation there, bit of stick debris, nothing too much. It gets a little bit sandy in a couple of spots up here, mainly at the start of it. A lot of kangaroos here, because they live in there, eat in there. I think they call it the Majorca plantation from memory. It's very dense, it doesn't get maintained or arboured or anything like that. It's almost like they planted it, grew it, and then they just went, screw it, we're not going to do anything with it. And it's just gone crazy. Like, it's really dense. There's all little side tracks that run through it, like that one. They just go straight through, but there is little zigzagging tracks when they first planted, which are pretty good fun, but at the moment they're full of golden orbs. It's really bad in there for them. That sand catches you out when you're not ready for it, doesn't it? if in doubt, power out. Best thing you can do when you get sand that's sketchy sand, when you hit it, is just hit the throttle. If it just hits you, you just hit the throttle. Your initial feeling is to back off, which everybody does it until they get warmed up to it through the day, sort of thing. But you end up it's just wrong. In your head, it's wrong. Yeah, Cass just said it's good fun to practice on a mountain bike, because we actually went riding up near Little Desert. There's a place up there, Lake Rats Castle, R-A-T-Z Castle. It lost the front end a bit there and a bit of sand. The tyre I've got on the front of this does not work in sand at all. It works great in mud, rock, everything, but sand is its nemesis. It's terrible. There's a bit of sand on this track here, you can see the colour of it. It's not deep sand or anything like that, but yeah, it's funny because it's like this layer of sand that just pushes like there. It just pushes out from underneath you because it's all like sandstony stuff underneath. See, it all just washes away. Another one of those side tracks. Lots of firewood. Something's in your bike. Oh, yeah, just a stick in the gear stick, is it? Ah. You can see it's not deep sand or anything, it's just a sandy base, sandy over the top of the ground. It's not sand, but it still will catch you out if you're not looking. Because see, it's like you can actually get a little squirrely in it. But generally, if I take out my Husqvarna 2-stroke and go into the sand, I run tubeless system, which has got a rim lock, but it locks the tyre onto the rim anyway, because you've got 110 psi on an internal bladder that big round that pushes a plastic cover out, and that's not to stop the air getting out of the rim. I heard somebody say that the other day. That is wrong. There is actually rim tape that goes on to stop that. This is actually to lock the tyre onto the rim, and you can go into the desert with zero air in your tyres, doesn't matter what tyre you've got, and it will not slip on the rim and it will not overheat, and you can go as fast as you want because it's like bagging out the tyres on a 4-wheel drive. Brilliant system. I've had it in my Husky for 7 years now. I worked it out the other day. I've had it in there since 18, and I haven't even replaced it. It says you're supposed to replace the internal bladder every 100 hours or 12 months, and whichever comes first. I've never replaced it 7 years, but I do run slime in there because slime, new tech that makes the system says the slime actually keeps all the rubber inside, like the little tube, all the plastic cover that goes over it, keeps it all nice and supple. So I keep that green slime in there, the tubeless slime, and if you do run air pressure, if you run some air pressure in the main tyre, because the main tyre becomes the tube, so to speak, and what that will do is if it gets staked or poked a hole in by a nail or something like that, the slime will fix it. But if you get something that's terrible, like it's a real big cut, you don't have to worry. You can ride that bike home with a dead flat tyre, no problems whatsoever. I actually had an enduro ride, like doing some squirrel tracks in a certain area in Victoria, and I ended up getting staked by a heap of tree root stakes that were poking up. and I ended up with 9 punctures in that tyre. Slime filled a couple of them, but there was a couple that were too big, and I rode the entire day with no air in that tyre. 0 issues at all. It was perfect. I highly recommend it, but you just buy a mountain bike suspension pump. They're not dear, maybe $100, and you take that on multi-day rides so you can keep the 110 psi in the inner bladder, because they even say it loses so many psi every day, so it just, because of the pressure it's under. But yeah, you just do that, works fine. And you can use that pump to pump up your bike tyres as well. Any tyres, check your suspension, whatever. We're going to turn left here, Cass. Left. There's two options. Yes, it is. Keep going. She thought it was a driveway. Goes to the leftish bit there. See down there? It's a track. Trust me, it's a track. Keep going. Follow it, or you can follow me. I'll show you where to go, because it does get a little bit convoluted. So just follow me. There is a track here, people, trust me. Just watch that wire on the fence just there, Cass. You'll see it sort of hanging there a bit. Just right around all them sticks. Are you still behind me? See where I went? Anyway, we're working our way through. Watch out for the hidden sticks in the grass. Yeah, well, that's right. You can only try. Now, I've picked up a stick. Hang on. Oh, yep. Hang on. I've got my indicator on. Oh, Kent will be going off. Oh, silly stick, God. All right, off we go. There's actually 2 ways to go here. I don't know why. Oh well, we go this way. Tricky bit here, Cass, but you'll be right. When you catch up to me, just follow me through where I'm going. Just skirt the end of the stump. What, did you hit it? Oh, okay. But you got through all right? Good. Okay. So you go, when you get up here, you go, you'll see where I'm parked. You go where I am, and then you just go around the tree sort of thing. It's quite a bright headlight, I must say. There's a bit of a log here. We'll just jump that. I've said before, peeps, that when you're on one of these little rallies, the clutch is a very soft clutch. It doesn't have that bite like an enduro bike or something like that. Hello, we've got a big tree down here. We might have a bit of a convoluted way to get through this. The big bag on the back. Did you see where I went? I'll come back. Oh, somebody's phone's ringing. I shall walk back. Looks like Cassie's just got a phone call. I'll catch you in a minute when we're doing this. Do a little bit of work to get Cass through that little bit. It was treacherous, she said. Hey, look at the widowmaker hanging above your head there. It's not very good. Oh, been riding along?
I thought that was neutral.
You thought that was neutral?
Must be hard to find neutral on this.
Well, you found it then. Right, go where the red bike is up there, will you? Peanut gallery, am I? I took the strap off the back here to make it more comfortable on the seat. What a going on. Yeah, that's a nasty one hanging up there. Bit of an adventure. Yep, there's a red bike in front here with a big bag on the back. So I've got the big Krieger bag sitting up on there. Just strapped a thing on it. But these little bags I've put on. Little Ballard's bags. Should have it written on them. They're fender bags for going on the front mudguard. And then I put the gotcha strap around. They've got little clips and stuff. They work fine. They're not waterproof though. So you should, if you're really worried about it, you would have put your stuff in a little waterproof bag that goes inside them. And then away you go. Turn your power back on. We're off. Catch you a bit further along. We're out the back of Majorca now. Out in the old Majorca State Forest. We're just putting along. There's been a lot of trees down across the track that we've had to sort of get around. If we couldn't just jump over them. No. Cassie struggles to get over logs any lower than 2 foot high. So oh, I think there might be a dead kangaroo just there somewhere. Because I'm telling you, everyone, you're so lucky not to have smell-o-vision right now. Ooh, that was nasty. I think I can taste it. This track never used to go through. It was when there was big bushfires out here. There was just something that was left over from when they tried to make fire breaks. But I've always sort of thought about using it. It's actually a bit steep, this bit, Cass. Stand up. Should be. Why not? Tell the angle of the fence. And we're down. Well done. It's actually a little bit sandy at the bottom there. I was like, brum, 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 like that. Get a bit of drive happening. Swing to the right. No, over there. This is old Alderside farm. A lot of work there over the years. Wow, you can look in the distance out there. I don't know, people probably can't see it if I stop there. You see the cloud line there. That's actually the Great Dividing Range, it's called. It goes all the way from right up in the top of New South Wales or even bottom Queensland, all the way down through to Victoria, through the high country, swings around the bottom of the state and sort of down the bottom third, and all the weather gets blocked in the south by it, by all the hills and the things in the way, and there's actual weather change when you cross it from either direction. We can have rain up there, they don't have any down there, vice versa. That little hut down in the paddock down there is a old slaughter shed, because back in the day when, well, we're not talking that many years ago really, back in the 30s, a lot of these farms, it was a long way to town, so they used to kill their own stock, and that was their kill shed to the right, where the tracks are. Yeah, Cassie was denied that there was a track that I just went through. It's a figment of my imagination. Oh, your eyes are painted on. Or that isn't makeup. Just decoration, okay. Alright, catch you back later.